morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I've been on this side of the camera. I've been in the background buying cars, selling cars, buying parts, etc. But today we can finally get this short block together. Got the pistons, rods, everything else. This awesome camshaft from NK Performance. And yeah, let's get to work. To start things off, I'm going to get these rods installed onto the pistons. These are Eagle H-beam rods. And the pistons are from UEM. They're Icon forged pistons. Absolutely beautiful. I already have the rings gapped out. They're set in here already, but I'm going to take all these out, get them on the pistons, put them on the rods. And yeah, let's get started. But before I do all that, I'm gonna have to make room, so I'm gonna set all this off to the side. Just set everything on the old small block there. It's gonna be a future build eventually after this nice LS. Back to the LS, it is a 5.3 block, but it got machined out to a 5.7. Gonna have more horsepower than old 5.3, tell you what. Alright guys, everything's all cleaned up and I can get these pistons on the rods. I have some assembly lube to put on the wrist pins to slide them in easily. And yeah, let's get to work. In addition to lubing those up, I'm going to lube inside here. Make this an easy process. I don't want to damage anything. That's okay. I'll put the locking rings in once I have all the rods installed. Get in your hole. Alright, let's get these installed. I'm gonna get a little pocket screwdriver to make this a little easier. Look at that. Finally getting somewhere. Alright, finally got the wrist pins installed on these. All the C-clips are installed. I'm going to get this last one done. I finally got a system going. Enough farting around with all these C-clips. The number of times that I had them flying off in the distance is pretty crazy, but luckily I didn't lose any.
Get in your hole.
All good together. Now I can do piston rings. I'm gonna take the ones out of that and then get them ready for these. Got all the rings out of the block. They're gapped out to 24 thousandths, which I believe stock LS is like 17 thousandths at most. So this should handle boost plenty. I don't know if you can hear turbo in the background, but he gets really excited when Volkswagens start up. Now with the pistons all together, now we can start putting the bottom end together on this. Get the crank installed. Got everything right here. I'm going to move over to the table. So what we have here, ARP bolts for the main caps, bearings, nothing fancy. All the machine work was done by Larry Engine Marine. If you're from Tucson or Arizona in general, you should know who he is. He's definitely the best when it comes to engine work. So I'm going to flip this around and put the main bearings in. And then we can put that crank in and get all this together. Alright, I'm going to clean the surfaces here. And then I'll pull out the crank that's in the bag back there, clean all that up. Just because your engine was at a machine shop doesn't mean you'll get it back perfectly clean. So always clean your parts. As you can tell, there's plenty of dirt, oil left on there, so I'm going to go back over this one more time, get it all cleaned up. Get all the right bearings for the block. Place all the bearings on the main caps. Alright guys, I had to let the camera charge up a bit, but I got the APR studs in, hand tying as usual for these bad boys. Now, I'm going to lube up the bearings and set the crank in, and then we can get started putting those main caps on. Come on, there you go. Number one. These could go down more, but set all these in. Caps need to be pressed down more, but I'll get those down with the nuts. As far as this hardware goes, ARP recommends that you lube up the threads on the studs and the inside of the nuts. What I'm going to do is just throw everything in this bag, put the lubricant in there, and then squish it around, get everything covered, and then put them on. Get all this in here. Slosh this around until everything gets covered. Is this messier? Yes, but gets the job done a lot faster. So now I'm just going to put all the nuts and hardware on this. Alright, I'm gonna go get a 12-point socket for these, and then we can lock them down. Alright, per the instructions here, inner studs 60 foot-pounds, outer 50, and the sides here 20. So let's go get that done. Okay, reset. Okay, you got it. Alright, average of 50. 74 inch base, so I have to learn to use it. Oh. Yeah, 9 volts. Do that one. Yeah, it's here. Okay, Alright, I'm going to go over this one more time. Just double check everything, but crankshaft is in. Alright guys, got all this bunned up. Spins freely. Now, let's get the pistons in. Alright, I got the piston rings mostly in the right direction that they're supposed to be pointing. Then put the connecting rod bearings in and then put them in the engine. Those are some beefy boys right there. I believe these are 7/16. Of course. That's gonna have to be broken. Well, I'll get back to you. A couple trips to the vise and back. Finally got these caps off the connecting rods. The dowel pins here were really stuck in there. So now I can get the bearings installed and slap these in there. Alright, all the clean surfaces. Now I get these bearings on and then put them in the engine. Alright, now that the bearings are installed, I'm going to flip that engine back around so we can install them. Right here I have a piston installer. Compresses the ring so it just slides in nice and easy like. First, I'm gonna clean the cylinders and then get them lubed up so I can just slide those in. That's why you always clean your engine no matter what. Alright, all that should be good. Yep. Alright, let's get these pistons in. One down, 7 more to go. Alright guys, it's a new day. Where I left off was installing all the pistons. All those are in. While the camera was charging last night, I went ahead and torqued down all the connecting rods. So all this is done. Now I'm going to stick this in. The MK Performance, it's a turbo race grind. It's going to be a big cam. This engine's going to need it, so let's get it in. Alright, got the cam all cleaned up. Just put this everywhere. I don't have the lifters just yet, but might as well get everything lubed up for when I install those. Very, very careful. Alright, the cam is officially in. Next is putting on the retainer plate right here, and then all the timing components, and this will be done for now. All right here I have the retaining plate for the camshaft, along with ARP bolts for that, regular old timing set, and ARP bolts for the camshaft gear. Torque these down to 25 foot-pounds. Alright, camshaft retaining plate is now installed. Next up, we need to get this in top dead center. There's a little dot on this gear, have it facing up. Now the camshaft, there's this little notch right here that has to line up with the dot that is on the crank gear. Just like that. Where is it? No. And just like the retaining plate, these are torqued down to 25 as well. One big step to getting this engine finally done. It's taken me a minute to actually get in here and get all this completed, but it had to get done eventually. So from here, I still need to get head studs, oil pump. I'm probably going to use the stock oil pan that's over there. As far as the heads go, those are the stock 5.3 heads. I don't know if I want to get those ported or just get new ones. But yeah, this is finally done. And I'm gonna get this video edited for you guys. So remember, like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more.